Look of me right now. Basically, in a rush to do this video right now because I'm trying to update y'all on something. Earlier today, um, okay, I'll say it this way. I'll just say family, okay, because that's how I feel about whether it be by blood or by adoption. I'll say family, okay. So just don't you worry about that part because God's going to take care of y'all understanding more about my life right now. But earlier today, Mom told me that who I was calling Grandpa George, his name was George Palmer, lived in Middleburg, Florida. Well, he was in the hospital, and I was scared because, I didn't know if something was going to happen or not, and I was real scared, and I wanted to go too, but they were in a hurry to get down there, and which was my dad, his dad, whether that be blood dad or by adoption. My thing is, when I say family, I mean family. So if I say dad, don't ask me any questions. If I say mom, which my mom's my mom. But what I'm saying is my family is consisted of a patchwork of people. People that I know, people that are blood, people that are not blood, and I'm not going into details who's who. All I know is I love people and I got worried. So I didn't know what to do. Me and my wife didn't know what to do. But we have a deal with them that next time my mom and dad go back down there to see his mom and dad, which is what I call Grandma and Grandpa George, we was going to go with them, which also meant that I would have, anyway, I'd have family down there too, probably, because they'd be probably worrying about him too. My family on dad's side. Anyway, now for those of you that know me, you know where I'm going with all this. For those that don't know me, I don't feel I have to explain what I think of people. When you love somebody, you don't look at like, well, is this person blood or is this person not blood? It's family. So if you want to say it, well, you may be kidding this person, you may not. I don't see it that way. My heart tells me what is. And there's a lot of times I don't give a rip, excuse my language, what y'all think of me right now about the way I'm dressed. It's an emergency and I had to update y'all. What happened was he was in the hospital. I have not yet found out what landed him in the hospital. But he got out of the hospital and they helped him back home. And I assume by them telling that he was all right. But I'll give you updates as soon as I know later on. But I just thought let you know. I know I should have said something earlier today, but I was kind of busy today taking care of some business. So there you go. But anyways, I love him and I love that family. And because that's my family too. And I feel like, no matter blood, I mean, family don't have to be blood. Family don't have to have the same last name. Whether they do or not, that's mine and the Lord's business. Don't ask me any questions because you'll know what God wants you to know about that. I just thought let y'all have updates on the situation. And if you do know who it is and you know about my story, then you know how I felt about it. I was real tore up about it because I wanted to go down there and I couldn't do it because of the fact that it just didn't work out that way. But anyhow, I want y'all to know I love y'all and I've been praying for everybody and it's a good thing this light ain't so bright because you would have seen me in a way you would have probably said nothing dirty. Nothing dirty, but when a man is trying to tell you or a woman is trying to tell you something seriously, they don't play games. They just go out and say, this is what is. And they leave it like that. They don't sit there and have to feel like they got to justify every little thing they do. As long as they're making God happy, that's what matters. And I had to do this because if y'all love me, like I hope y'all do as your pastor, because a lot of y'all have, a lot of y'all are my congregation or the congregation of the Christian Hearts Christian Fellowship Online Ministry. And when speak, I speak on, basically the way I put it, and it's the way I've been putting it for a long time until future plans are established, that every video you've seen of me preaching you were attending a service of the Christian Hearts Christian Fellowship online ministry. I try to conduct these videos as a church. So the Christian Hearts Christian Fellowship online ministry is a church. It is conducted on the internet. The internet is the church. The name of it, like I said, was the Christian Hearts Christian Fellowship online ministry. I am Pastor Brother Isaac David Brigmond. I was called by God to, immediately after I got the calling, to go straight into the ministry. God and Jesus were the seminary professors, and my seminary college was heaven, meaning that God and Jesus gave me the knowledge to just sort of like an idiot savant of preaching. That's not exactly a good name to call it, but I got to, you know how it was with Rain Man? It's sort of like that. There's a lot of us guys out there that are like Rain Man, like the Rain Man in gospel. It's like we have this knowledge that's in our minds and we don't know where we got it from and how it came into our minds until God calls us, and then God says, use that knowledge I gave you to go out there and be ministers. So you had a seminary college in your mind and in heaven, and the people teaching you those lessons were God and Jesus. So when I talk to y'all, you think, hey, this man's a professional guy. Well, I'm as professional as God wants me to be, so just leave it at that. But anyhow, I just wanted to update y'all on this stuff and tell y'all that if you ever get close to me, don't be surprised if something happens to you and I know about it. I'm not trying to talk about you in a positive way on here because I do love people and I do love to be nice to folks. I don't want no one hurt, and I don't want to see them get upset and get mad or be sick or any problems. If you have a problem and you know how to get a hold of me, talk to me. Even if it's just leaving a message on YouTube or Facebook or MySpace or Instagram or Pinterest or whatever. I'm about on all of them, even on email. And if you really want to know how to get a hold of me, just drop me a line on Facebook at Isaac Brigmond and let me know. Or if you don't want to do that, just do it on and when you do, ask me for email because I'll tell you then. If there's any numbers or emails I want you to know about, I'll tell you. It's not that I'm trying to hide nothing. It's just these day and ages, you can't trust nobody hardly anymore. You can't just up and do something. So I'm going to let y'all go right now. But when you see me anywhere, if you really appreciate what I'm doing, just let me know. And pray that one day I'll be able to have a building ministry. Right now it's the internet church ministry, like the church is on the internet, and that is the only place it is right now, but I'd like to take it to building. But you know how that is. That takes a lot of finances, and I'm on a fixed income, as they say. But my job actually is to be a minister, so I take that seriously, and I do what God tells me to do. God's the boss. God pays me enough with the miracles he gives me every day and with the support he gives me every day. God and Jesus, they're the best support team you could ever have. And you got to understand when you're out there in a venture, don't let that venture be of your own demise or your own being. Let it be of what God wants you to